Hey, what is up, art peeps? Today I got a fun little trick on having to do an eye and how to draw an eye. For this step-by-step, you will just need a pencil, a Sharpie, any colors that you want. I'm gonna start out in pencil, and then I'll probably go over it with Sharpie. When I start in pencil, with this I definitely hold my pencil a little bit further back because I don't want it to be too dark right away. I wanna get a good idea. For an eye, it's usually about the shape of something that's pretty recognizable even to younger kids. It's kind of a football shape. So that's how we're going to start off on this, from one side to the other with a nice arched line from one side all the way over. There, really light. And then on the bottom, do the same thing, but go down and back up. You see just a little bit. The reason you can't see it is because I want to start out light, just in case I make a little mistake. Now that I got that pretty good, I think I can go over it a little bit darker. Okay, notice that I did not connect and I left a little space because I'll talk about the outsides of it. As you get a little bit better on eyes, I feel like this side comes out a little bit more. So this one you can kind of stretch down a little bit more, almost like our eyelashes would be coming off of that side. And then this side, the inside part of our eye, which is actually kind of almost on the top part of your nose, has a little bit of a curve to it. So I'll give a little bump out on that side. I like that. Looks really good. And then for the eyeball part itself, it actually is like a circle or a ball shape. So I'm gonna go really tall up on top with my circle, and then it comes down, but it doesn't quite touch. So it actually, if you look at somebody or look at yourself in a mirror, I'll always recommend kids that have a mirror, or if you're using a computer or a phone to look at this, you can actually just put it in selfie version and then look at yourself, and you'll see that it comes really close down here, but it doesn't quite touch. But that circle really takes up a good portion. That's why I'm starting off in pencil again, just so you can go through it lightly, get used to that habit of holding your pencil a little bit further back if you want to make a lighter line. And that's kind of how artists draw, is they'll do really light until they got it right, and then they can make a dark line after they feel pretty confident and comfortable with that line. So that circle bumps right up into there. I like that part. That looks really good. So then to review, so we got kind of our football shape for the outside and our big giant circle for the eyeball part. In the middle of that, there's another circle, and that would be called the pupil. That's the dark spot of the eye. So again, I'm gonna scoop my hand back a little bit and make a nice little circle in here. Once I'm confident on that, then I can make it a little bit darker. And I think if you can get these three simple shapes, I think that'll really make it look a little bit more realistic, like an eye, and then you can start going into different details. And again, the more details that you add, the better that it can have. What I usually start my kids off is doing the eyelid. So that's kind of the line on top of the eye, not quite the eyebrow, but if you just kind of follow that same football shape again on the top, just on the top of there, and that would be where your eyelid actually closes, or when you blink. And then one little part over here, kind of that curve here, you almost mimic or copy another little curve in here. And that'll help it look a little bit more realistic by adding those little shapes. First, I'm gonna go over this with Sharpie real quick, so let's go through that. Okay, so there it is. We got it nice and outlined, and we got that complete. Before we get too far, of course, you can always subscribe to my videos that are coming out every single week, usually Saturday morning. I put those. Make sure you click that subscribe button and hit the bell notification so you get notified for all my new videos. Now, the next step is really kind of up to you. Sometimes I'll just use this as a basic start to the project. For my older kids, this would be a good time to work on shading. For my younger kids, they can actually look at their eye and pick out the color and try to match out some of those realistic qualities in your eye. There's a lot of different examples that I've come across just by typing in Google just eyes and art or drawing, and you'll get a lot of really cool examples and fantastic ideas that'll really help make yours look a little bit different than the person that's next to you or than somebody else that's doing, to try to make yours unique. And that's one creative thing that in art, we're always trying to set ours apart from somebody else. So I'm gonna go through and add some shading and some color in this. So let's go through that real quick. All right, guys, you guys ready for the big reveal? I am really excited. Sometimes you can even look at yourself in a selfie mode, like I said before, and you can kind of get an idea for how your eyes really look. Just don't get too close to your nose, else it'll be kind of creepy in there. But let's see it in 3, 2, 1. Bam, so there it is. I thought it turned out really good, and I always kind of surprise myself with all the little colors over here. I think it was like 7 different colors when really it only looks like blue and brown that you would use. But all those different ones, all the little details definitely help that out. If you haven't already, of course, hit that thumbs up, give me a like down below, and hit the subscribe if you haven't already for all my new videos coming out every single week. So there it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. Get it? No, I did. And I am Mr. Shooty. This is Mr. Shooty's Art Channel, and we will talk to you guys later.